Honorable Rolston Anglin, Minister for Finance and Economic Development and Minister for Education and Training. Honorable Michael Miles, Minister for Caymanian Employment and Immigration. The Honorable G. Wayne Panton, Acting Minister for Health, Environment and Sustainability. Ms. Heather Bodden, Acting Minister for Tourism and Trade Development. Making Waves finalists and their representatives, sponsors, judges, Cayman Connection directors, ambassadors, and volunteers, ladies and gentlemen, those here in person, and of course those who are watching us via live stream. Good evening.
Good evening and welcome to the 5th annual Cayman Connection Making Waves Awards. Tonight marks a very special milestone for Cayman Connection, 5 years of recognizing Caymanians living overseas who are making outstanding contributions and excelling in their representative fields. Over the past 5 years, we've seen just how far the impact of our Caymanian communities have reached. One community, countless waves. And tonight, we're here to shine a light on some of the remarkable Caymanians who are making those waves around the world. My name is Georgina Kerford. I am a UK student ambassador, specifically in London. So any of my London people, definitely come see me after. And I am here with
Donna Bush. And it's so great to be here this evening, ladies and gentlemen. We have the pleasure, of course, of guiding you through this celebratory ceremony for those who are making waves across the globe, who are Caymanians. And just a little bit about Cayman Connection. I've been a supporter of the organization for quite a few years now, from when the founder, Kate Kandaya, actually started Cayman Connection. And it's really near and dear to my heart. And I would just encourage everyone out there, if you're a parent, you're a Caymanian living abroad, you have a student that's, a child that's living abroad, just really connect with this organization and great things will happen for you.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Especially for the students, it's a great way, so definitely go check out our member portal. It launched. If you saw me on Cayman Compass, I maybe spilled that a little bit, but it's now launched, so please go definitely check it out.
Yeah. So on behalf of the Cayman Connection Board of Directors, we'd like to say a huge thank you to the sponsors of this year's Making Waves Awards. They are the Ministry of Tourism and Trade Development, the Ministry of Health, Environment and Sustainability, the Ministry of Youth, Sports, Culture and Heritage, the Ministry of Education and Training, Maples Group, CUC, RBC, Royal Bank, Cayman Limited, and Radio Cayman.
And of course, these awards cannot take place without your support, and we're grateful for your sponsorship. Thank you also to Daisy Lee for sharing her beautiful voice with us earlier. We appreciate her spending some time with us this evening. We're also grateful for Diego Smith from Las Tortugas Catering, for the delicious bites that you guys had a little earlier, and Cayman Spirits for the refreshing cocktails.
Yeah, those shrimp are
really good.
All right, well, we have some housekeeping matters to, of course, get out of the way. We just remind you to please turn your cell phones on silent mode for us. And if you don't know, the restrooms are located to the right in the foyer area.
There is also a digital souvenir booklet available to learn more about tonight's finalists and Cayman Connection. You might have scanned that when you guys came in, so definitely check that out throughout. Just scan the QR on the screen or download it on your mobile device. The code is on the tables all across the foyer. Please help us keep this beautiful theater clean by disposing any food and beverage items in the garbage bins located in the foyer.
All right, so this evening's agenda is quite straightforward. We'll start with a prayer, followed by the singing of our national song, and then a few remarks from our distinguished speakers. Then we'll introduce you to our 2026 Making Waves finalists and reveal the winners in each of the 9 categories.
I don't know about you guys, but I am very excited. So tonight you'll hear from many of our finalists. Each has their own unique story and journey, but what we all have in common is the way they're making their mark beyond our shores in their own way and making Cayman Islands proud. We've also added something new and very exciting this year to the program, the People's Choice Award. For the first time, Cayman Connection invited members of the public to vote for one of this year's shortlisted finals, giving our community the chance to have their say and show their support for Caymanians making waves around the world.
The voting actually closed on August 9th. The votes have been tallied, and later tonight, in just a little bit, we'll find out who you've chosen as this year's People's Choice Award winner. And of course, there's one more prize tonight that you'll want to know about. Throughout the nomination period, we asked people here at home and around the world to tell us about Caymanians that are doing really remarkable things overseas. And as a little thank you to everyone here who took the time to submit a nomination, even if you're not here, we've placed the names of all nominators into a draw, and later tonight we'll select one lucky person to receive a Cayman Airways travel voucher.
Yeah, wow. I need that. But once all formalities have concluded, we hope you take a moment to congratulate all the finalists and awardees, catch up with some friends, make some new connections. There's also a donation box in the back if you're inclined to support this wonderful organization.
All right, well, lots to get through tonight, so we're going to begin. I'd like to invite Miss Amaya Akiwumi to begin our proceedings with prayer. Now, Amaya is the daughter of Ashley Akiwumi, the executive director of Cayman Connection. Let's invite little Amaya to the stage.
Dear Lord, thank you for bringing us together today to celebrate the amazing young Caymanians who are making a difference both at home and around the world. We thank you for the talents, gifts and opportunities you have given each of us. Please bless Cayman, our family, our community and everyone who has supported these young people along their journey. Help us to continue encouraging one another, celebrating each other's achievements and using our gifts to make a positive difference. We thank you for this special evening, for Cayman Connection and for everyone who has helped make this celebration possible. May we always remember that our success is not only about what we achieve, but also about how we use our gifts to serve others and make our community stronger. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen, amen. Thank you, Miss Amaya. Thank you so, so much. We'd like you to now stand for the singing of the Cayman Islands National Song, which will be led by Miss Daisy Lee.
Oh, land of soft, fresh breezes, over the sea so fair, with the Creator's glory reflected everywhere. Oh, sea of palest emerald, merging to darkest blues. Whenever my thoughts fly Godward, I always think of you. Here, verdant islands set in blue Caribbean sea. I'm coming very soon. Oh, beauteous out to thee. Although I wander far, my heart enshrines thee yet. Homeland fair Cayman Isle, I cannot thee forget. Thank you very much.
You may be seated. Thank you, Daisy.
And now to our first speaker of the night. The Honorable Premier, Andre E. Banks, has been a friend and supporter of Cayman Connection and its mission from the organization's inception. He has actually attended the Making Waves Awards every year for the past 4 years and brought greetings. Unfortunately, Premier E. Banks is unable to be with us in person tonight, but he has graciously taken the time to send his salutations by way of a video. Please turn your attention to the screen.
Greetings, my fellow Caymanians. Although I am so disappointed that I can't celebrate the magnetism, influence, and excellence of our people in person, I am so proud to know that celebrating the Making Waves Awards rolls on, and I was not in any way going to let it slip, because I have an unbroken record of speaking at every one of these awards events every year. So I will have to do it virtually this time, but I wasn't going to miss it because I'm always so proud of the awardees and also the nominees and, of course, the organizers. And borrowing the organizers' own words, the Cayman Connection Making Waves Awards recognizes Caymanians living overseas who have made outstanding contributions to and excelled in their respective fields at a regional and or global level, which is why I love this event. To all of the nominees tonight, congratulations on being a force for good across our islands and around the world. You're living what so many persons look for, and that's purpose. You're proof that relationships, community, and service do mean something. You are proof that our small islands produce persons of large character. Wherever God leads you, next, keep making waves, keep making us proud, and be the ambassadors Cayman raised you to be. Finally, I am thrilled that Cayman Connection, the Ministry of Education and Training, and the Ministry of Caymanian Employment and Immigration are now working together, preparing our Caymanian students and trainees to move overseas, adjust to student life, and importantly, graduate. But this new program also takes that vital next step that our people have clamored for so long. This program will help our returning Caymanian graduates and trainees find jobs right here in their own country at home in Cayman. To the Cayman Connection team, congratulations on making a positive difference. And congratulations on 5 years of Making Waves Awards. To our finalists, you are all patriots, truly. And to all of us, may God continue to bless our beloved Cayman Islands. Have a great evening.
Many thanks to the Premier for being with us virtually tonight. Next, we call on Ms. Ashley Akawumi, the Executive Director of Cayman Connection, with her remarks.
Good evening, everyone. It's such a privilege to stand here tonight and welcome you, to which is a particularly special Making a Waves Awards. This year marks our 5th anniversary of Making Waves, 5 years of celebrating the incredible achievements and contributions of Caymanians around the world. And I have to say, every year I think the standard is not going to get any higher, and then every year our nominees prove me wrong. The caliber of the individuals represented here tonight is truly exceptional. What makes this program so rewarding for me personally is that we aren't simply celebrating professional success, but also those that are volunteering, leading, innovating, creating, giving back, pursuing their passions, and making an impact in so many ways. It's one of the most rewarding and heartwarming programs that we deliver at Cayman Connection, and it is truly inspirational for the student and trainee members that we serve. There is a saying that I think captures the importance of what we are doing. You can't be what you can't see. When a young Caymanian sees someone who looks like them, comes from where they come from, and is achieving incredible things around the world, it expands their sense of what is possible. And tonight we're giving our young people the opportunity to see exactly that. I want to take a moment to thank our sponsors and partners. Your support truly is invaluable. Programs like Making Waves simply would not be what they are without organizations like yourselves, willing to invest in our people, believe in their potential, and help us shine a light on their achievements. Thank you for believing for the vision of Cayman Connection. And I also want to acknowledge our staff, volunteers, ambassadors, board, partners, and everyone behind the scenes. Tonight is just one evening, but Making Waves is so much more than tonight. There's months of work that goes into the nominations, judging, communications, coordination, and everything that follows. Thank you for everything you do to make this program and Cayman Connection what it is. This year is also particularly exciting for Cayman Connection because we've entered into a new partnership with the Ministry of Caymanian Employment and Immigration and the Ministry of Education and Training. I'm incredibly proud of this partnership and what it represents. It's going to unlock so much opportunity and support for our young Caymanians, helping us to better connect with, support, and empower them throughout their academic journey, whilst also strengthening the pathway back home and into Cayman's future workforce. And I think anyone who knows me or knows Cayman Connection knows that leading a nonprofit is not easy. There are moments when you have to lead with faith, you have to trust the process, you have to hold on to a vision of what is going to come, even when you can't quite see how you're going to get there. But you keep going because you believe in the reason you're doing it, and for me, that reason has always been our community and our young people. So tonight, I want to give thanks to God Almighty for guiding me through this journey, and to my incredibly supportive husband and my two beautiful daughters who've been along with me every step of the way. Thank you. Your love, patience, and support have allowed me to continue doing something that I care so deeply about. And finally, I have to make a very special mention of the Kelly Holding team. I've worked with a lot of events teams over the years, but this team is genuinely special. You are so much more than an events team. Earlier this year, right in the thick of nominations, I experienced the loss of someone very dear to me, and through all of that, this team continued to show up, support, and help me get the work done, and somehow keep everything moving forwards. I'm so genuinely grateful to work alongside you on this program, and for anyone who needs an events team to deliver, make sure you get them involved. And Bev, you deserve a special mention for making the work so much more fun along the way. Now, I'm pretty sure I am going to get myself into trouble because this is not in the script or the run of show tonight, and I suspect the Kelly Holding team may be telling me off afterwards, but I couldn't let tonight pass without recognizing you all. So Kelly Holding, or at least one rep, could please someone join me on the stage to collect a very special award before we give out our awards for the night. This is simply our way of saying thank you for your hard work, your partnership, your patience, your commitment, and for helping us bring this special program to life year after year. Please join me in giving them a huge round of applause. And finally tonight, sorry. Sorry.
Woo!
And finally tonight, for all the nominees and winners, congratulations. Keep dreaming, keep serving, keep creating, and keep making a difference. Thank you all for being here, and I hope you truly have a wonderful and blessed evening. God bless and enjoy Making Waves 2026.
That was great. Wow, thank you so much, Ashley. Tonight's finalists and winners were chosen by an experienced panel of judges who had the task of reviewing all the nominations in different categories. Not all of them are here with us tonight, but we would still like to acknowledge and thank them for their hard work. Those judges are, please forgive me for any names, and you can come after and tell me about it, but the judges are Marzita Bodden, Shamari Scott, Winston Connolly, Tasha Ebanks Garcia, and Cherie Ebanks, who was able to join us this evening.
All right, so let's get started with those awards that we've been telling you about all evening. The first presentation of the evening is the Inclusion Award, which celebrates those who have actively promoted equality, diversity, and inclusion, either in their personal or professional lives. This award aims to shine a light on those who proactively seek and action ways to make the community they live in more inclusive. It champions those who have contributed to reducing the disparity gap amongst one of or more sections of society to not only improve accessibility, but to increase opportunities for all. The two finalists in this category this evening are Richard Parson and Amy Watson Rankin, both of whom are here with us tonight.
Richard Parson has made community and inclusion a central part of his work in Round Rock, Texas. Through his leadership in the arts, culture, and community service, and as the founder of Round Rock's first Pride celebration, Richard has helped create spaces where thousands of people can come together and feel a sense of belonging. Amy Watson Rankin, who currently resides in Pennsylvania, is a senior leader in the financial services industry who champions opportunities for women in leadership. Beyond her professional career, Amy dedicates her time to mentoring and encouraging women at the Joy of Life Living Rehabilitation Center, drawing on her own experiences to help others rebrand their confidence and recognize their potential. Let's learn a little bit more about our 2 Inclusion Award finalists.
Hello, my name is Richard Parson. I was born in West Bay many years ago. And after I graduated from C school, my dad moved us in the 1970s to Texas, where we've lived ever since. When I retired from the U.S. Postal Service 16 years ago, I moved to Round Rock, Texas, where I live today. That's where I've been contributing to my community through various boards and commissions, etc. And that is where I founded the city's first ever Round Rock Pride Festival. What inspires me to keep doing what I'm doing, and what inspires me and motivates me to dedicate my time to Round Rock Pride can be summed up in one story. And it took place at the end of our first festival, where we had 5,000 people. We were cleaning up and taking down posters, etc. And under this tree, I realized there was a person standing there all alone. And as I approached, I realized this is a transgender woman. She was crying. And of course, I was very concerned and went over and I asked her, honey, what's wrong? What's wrong? And she said, nothing's wrong. I'm very happy. This is the first time in my life that I've been able to come out to my city, be myself, and stay with a crowd of people all day and feel welcome. I felt protected. I felt loved. And by this time, we were both crying, and I realized the festival was a success right there. Now, what does it mean for me to do what I do as a Caymanian? There's a feeling that I carry with me at all times as a Caymanian, and that's an innovative drive to do something that's never been done before. And I remember those ancestral ladies who would make not just a broom, but the broom had to be made out of rosemary, because when they swept the yards, it would smell sweet. Or I think of Mr. Garston Smith, who took one truck and turned it into an entire fleet of school buses. That's what Caymanians do. And what I bring to the table as a Caymanian is the Cayman kind spirit. We have this love of people. We have this kindness to strangers that we're known for. So whatever I do, I'm enveloping you in my Cayman kind.
My name is Amy Watson Rankin. I'm a proud Bracker. I'm from the island of Cayman, beautiful island of Cayman, and I was raised there for the first 13 years of my life until my dad passed away. I then moved to Grand Cayman and spent the majority of my young adult years there until moving to the US in 2016, where I've been for the last almost 10 years. I work for a French bank for the Americas region. I head the Investor Services Department, as well as the support team in Poland for the Americas region. When we first moved, for my kids to come home and say, Mom, Mommy, I said yes, ma'am, to this woman, and she was like, I'm not old, don't call me a ma'am. And knowing essentially how to put language to that, where I was able to speak to my kids that we are a people that comes with a pride in who we are, and it has a part of that has a deep respect for our elders. And so I think those may seem like small things, but those are things that are really in the core DNA of who we are as Caymanians. No matter where we go, we are a people that are kind, we are a people that are proud, and we are a people that walk boldly into rooms and into spaces and into opportunities where anywhere we go, we tend to excel. And that is something that is deeply honoring, to know that I'm a part of that cloth that has to continue spreading that in the world.
So many forms, and we applaud the impact that Richard and Amy are making in their respective communities. We'd like to now invite Miss Earth Cayman Islands, Cassidy Davis Quintero, to the stage to present this next and first award.
So she's already ready. All right. The recipient of the Making Waves 2026 Inclusion Award is Amy Watson Rankin. Can we get one more round of applause, please?
Congratulations, Amy.
Thank you, Amy, and thank you, Miss Earth Cayman Islands.
We also, go ahead. Let's clap. We, of course, also want to take a moment to acknowledge Richard, the work you're doing to bring people together and create spaces where everyone feels welcome and valued is really making a real difference in your community. Please keep leading with that same sense of passion and purpose. We're so proud of having you represent Cayman. The next presentation is the Environment and Sustainability Award, which fittingly is sponsored by the Ministry of Health, Environment, and Sustainability. This award category recognizes those individuals who promote environmental responsibility and have demonstrated excellence and commitment to managing environmental issues such as promoting energy efficiency, climate resiliency, and sustainability and innovation. The finalists in this category are Connor Childs, Rakeem Lashley, and Isaiah Thomas.
Connor Childs is a young Caymanian environmental leader whose research, advocacy, and hands-on conservation work has taken him from Cayman to major international forums, including COP Climate Conference and the UN Ocean Conference. Since recording his finalist video, Connor has completed his studies and returned home, love to hear that, where he is now putting that experience into practice through his work in the Cayman Islands Department of Environment.
Rakeem Lashley is a Caymanian researcher and environmental advocate who's focused on building a more sustainable and climate resilient future for our islands. Through his research, education, and advocacy, he's championed issues ranging from mangrove restoration to climate resilience and has represented Cayman at international environmental events, including COP28.
And our third finalist, Isaiah Thomas, is the founder of K Ocean Cleanup and has mobilized hundreds of volunteers to remove plastic and marine trash from Cayman's coastlines. His work also extends into research, education, and regional partnership aimed at tackling plastic pollution across the Caribbean. Whilst we won't be hearing from Isaiah by video this evening, we are pleased to recognize the important work that he has earned him a place along this year's finalists. Now let's hear from Connor and Rakeem.
My name is Connor Childs. I'm from Southtown on Grand Cayman. I'm currently a student at the University of Hawaii studying geography and the environment. My inspiration behind getting into this kind of work stemmed from my upbringing on a small island, where every day we're impacted by the natural environment that surrounds us. The same natural environment that protects us from hurricanes, that supplies our fresh water, and is home to animals that are found nowhere else in the world. That environment deserves to be protected, so that we're able to show our kids and our grandkids the same environment and the same Cayman that we grew up with, instead of telling them stories of what was. And I've been carrying that perspective with me no matter where I go, because I've found that we are all connected, whether it's by culture, heritage, or environment. These issues are found all over the world, and no matter where I go, I like to leave somewhere better than when I found it. And it is really the youth that inspires me to continue doing this work, as it is their fresh perspectives that I find incredibly inspirational. I'm always deeply honored to represent the Cayman Islands internationally, and it wasn't until I left Cayman that I realized just how special this place really is. And it's very hard to describe this feeling, but it's really a sense of community, and the feeling that everyone's got your back. And I try to take that spirit with me no matter where I go, so that I'm able to meaningfully engage with local groups around the world and be interested in the knowledge that they're passing down to me and the volunteering opportunities that I'm lucky enough to partake in. And I try to take that Cayman kindness spirit with me and embed it in everything that I do, whether it's my daily life at school or when I'm volunteering with those indigenous groups. And it's not just that, it's about taking that knowledge and bringing it back home to Cayman so that I'm able to give back to these islands that have done everything for me.
Hi, my name is Rakeem Lashley. I'm from Georgetown in Grand Cayman, but currently I am based in Colchester in the United Kingdom, where I'm completing a PhD at the University of Essex. My research explores marine and coastal conservation, particularly how efforts to protect or restore nature can be both made ecologically effective, but also socially fair. I'm interested not only in whether conservation improves ecosystems, but also how local communities participate in decisions, whose perspectives are heard, and how the benefits and impacts of conservation are shared. What inspired me to pursue this work was growing up in the Cayman Islands and developing a deep appreciation for the natural environment around me. In Cayman, as you know, the sea and the wider environment are not separate from our everyday lives. They are connected to our culture, they're connected to our economy, our identities, and our sense of home. Although that this is the case, however, I became increasingly aware of the pressures facing our islands, including development, climate change, and the loss of our important habitats, coral reefs, to name one. But, that inspired me to study marine biology and eventually move into conservation and research policy. I wanted to understand not only the science, but how decisions are made and how communities can have a meaningful voice, especially when it comes to shaping those decisions. So what keeps me going is knowing that this work can contribute to practical change. Conservation decisions affect real places and real people. So I have, the opportunity, and I'm motivated by this opportunity to help create approaches that protect nature while also respecting communities' livelihoods and local knowledge. What it means to me to represent Cayman in what I do is to carry the experiences, the values, and perspectives of our islands into spaces and places where they might not otherwise be heard. When conducting my research or attending international conferences or contributing to a conservation initiative in some way, shape, or form, I try to ensure that Cayman is represented as more than simply a small island, or even more simple, a tourist destination. Cayman has its own history, culture, knowledge, and aspirations that we want to share with the world. And I think as Caymanians, we should have an active role in shaping how our islands are understood and represented. Identity, I feel like, should grow organically from who we are, rather than being defined for us by outsiders. And in that respect, what I bring to the table, I believe anyway, is like so many Caymanians before me, is a contagious and deep passion for trying to leave Cayman, or leaving Cayman, better than how I found it or received it. I want to make sure that Cayman's torch shines brighter, and shines brighter for longer, as we say, for future generations to come, the generations after me. And I hope that passion inspires the people around me to want the same. Thank you.
It's really encouraging to see Caymanians playing their part in protecting our environment, both here at home and on the global stage. Incredible work from all of our finalists here. Now, the Environment and Sustainable Award will be presented by the Acting Minister for Health, Environment and Sustainability, the Honorable Wayne Panton.
And the recipient, yes, big round of applause. The recipient of the Making Waves 2026 Environment and Sustainability Award is Connor Childs.
Now, Connor couldn't be with us tonight because his work with the Department of Environment has actually taken him to the Sister Islands this weekend, a very fitting reason for an Environment and Sustainability finalist to miss this ceremony. However, his mother, Catherine Childs, is here and will receive the award on his behalf.
Thank you, Mr. Panton and Ms. Childs. Please extend our sincerest congratulations to Connor.
We also want to acknowledge Rakeem, whose family is here representing him tonight. Please let Rakeem know just how proud we are of the work he's doing to help build a more sustainable and climate-resilient future for Cayman. It's wonderful to see our young Caymanians like him using their knowledge and, of course, their voice to help protect the islands we all call home. Before we move on to the next award of the evening, I'd like to give the opportunity to our first award recipient this evening, Miss Amy Watson-Rankin, an opportunity to come back up and say a few words if she'd like to.
Can we get one more round of applause, please, guys? Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity. I'm so deeply honored. I need to take a breath. I have my family here with me, my husband and my kids, my mom, my sister. Pennsylvania is very far away, but I knew it was an honor to stand here tonight because my purpose comes from pain, and I want to encourage a lot of people out there who struggle with pain and really don't know what to do with it. I lost my sister 3 years ago, and I was at a time in my life where I didn't know what to do with that. I think we see a lot of hopelessness around us. Our women, men, our young people. This is something that plagues every, demographic. It doesn't have to be Cayman, it's happening all over the world. And for me, what was transforming through my sister's death was recognizing my culture. We're a deeply religious island, and so I grew up in church. I grew up knowing about God, and I had an awakening almost, and that inspired me to try to turn that pain into purpose. And my journey, as it's not detailed in the video, was I've written to almost over 1,800 women at Joy of Living who need encouragement, because what I realize is that we have a lot of spaces where we bring opportunity, where women can now step into, but we really don't speak a lot into how to encourage them and help them believe in themselves to embrace those opportunities. So for me, that was the calling. For me, that is going to be my life's calling to the day I die. And I'm deeply honored that someone recognized that, because a lot of times we do a lot in life and it's kind of, not noticed. But I just want to thank everyone who's putting this together, who's done it for the last 5 years, even those people who are working behind the scenes, because Caymanians going away, we never leave home. Never, ever does home leave us. And that's a pride that we carry with us wherever we go, and it's something to be celebrated. So I just want to encourage everyone, all of the finalists who made it to this point, to continue doing what you're doing, because it is important. Our kids need to believe that they can also make marks in this world. Thank you guys so much for the opportunity.
Thank you once again, Amy, and congratulations.
We would like to extend the invitation to Catherine Charles if she would like to come up and speak on behalf of Connor. No worries. Well, again, congratulations to all the awardees so far. Our next presentation is the Arts, Culture, and Heritage Award. This award is designed to honor those individuals who have made significant contribution to enrich culture life, highlight Caymanian heritage, promote creative growth throughout arts education, or have demonstrated high levels of artistic talent and success while overseas.
The finalists in this category are Jawara Elaine, Grace Byers, and Alyssa Gilbert. Jawara Elaine is a Caymanian fashion designer who's built an international reputation for work inspired by Caribbean identity, culture, and heritage. A graduate of Central St. Martin's in London, Jawara uses fashion to explore themes of belonging, migration, and resilience while bringing greater visibility to Caribbean creativity on the global stage. Jawara wasn't able to provide a video for us this evening, but we're pleased to share a little of his story and recognize the work that has earned him a place among this year's finalists. Grace Byers is a Caymanian actress, #1 New York Times bestselling author and advocate, whose work has reached audiences around the world. From her roles in television and film to her children's books promoting confidence, inclusion, and self-worth, Grace continues to use her platform to inspire others while proudly representing the Cayman Islands.
Alyssa Gilbert is using digital storytelling to preserve and share Caymanian culture with a new generation. Through the Cayman Heritage Guide and West Indie Creatives, Alyssa is helping to document our history and traditions while also shining a spotlight on creative talent from across the Caribbean. Alyssa is also the only one of our 3 finalists in this category able to join us in person this evening, so Alyssa, a very warm welcome home. Let's hear from Grace and Alyssa.
Hello, my name is Grace Byers. I am originally from Bodden Town, Grand Cayman. I'm currently living in the US, and I am an actress and a #1 New York Times bestselling author of children's books. What inspired me to get into acting is actually a series of events. I've always loved performing. I used to love the Children's National Festival of the Arts every single year. I would find something to do, a monologue, a poem, I would dance, I would sing, I would play piano, whatever I could do, I would do it. I used to love the magic of the Hartwell Theater. My uncle Harwell McCoy performed in Rundown and many other things, and I would love to go watch him in rehearsals. I would love to go backstage. I used to love watching Dance Unlimited. Whatever was happening on the stage, I just loved it. I just knew that there was nothing else like it. And I chose drama as an elective in high school, and Nasaria Sakushalet taught me, and just really enjoyed it. It was a time that I felt free and most like myself, and just unbridled in such a beautiful, passionate way. When I was in my undergraduate program at USF in Tampa, Florida, a guest director by the name of Tamara Harvey, who was visiting from Shakespeare's Globe, pulled me aside during a rehearsal of a play one day, and she said, "What do you want to do with this degree?" And I said, I'm not quite sure, but I would love to teach it. And she said, "You could be an actress if you wanted to be. You really, really could." She was the first one to highlight for me that she felt like my talent could be something that could be a profession. And after that, I started to believe that it was possible. And I pursued my master's in acting, and everything fell into place from there. One of the things that actually keeps me going is my foundation in God. I truly believe that who I am today and what I believe and how I'm able to stand in the face of a very unstable and wavering industry is just knowing who I am, and knowing who I am in God. So that keeps me grounded, that keeps me rooted, that keeps me going, that keeps me encouraged, and that helps me to encourage other people as they pursue this industry as well. It means the world to me to represent Cayman on an international and global stage. It is such a privilege to be Caymanian. There are really no words to describe it. I feel like every person, no matter what country they're from, they are very proud to be from that country, but every Caymanian knows what I mean when I say that there is nothing like being a Caymanian. It is an honor, it is a privilege, it is a delight and a joy to be Caymanian and to represent Cayman no matter where I go. I am also very honored to come from a very long line of heavy hitters in my family. Every time I step into the room, I carry that legacy with me. My grandmother was Theoline L. McCoy, who made tidal waves in the educational system in Cayman. She was so prolific that even now Bodden Town Primary School is named after her. My grandfather was Harry McCoy Sr. He too was a trailblazer, one of the first Caymanians to be awarded with a royal award from the Queen. He received his BEM and his OBE, and among other things in Cayman, co-founded the Chamber of Commerce. He helped to found the Rotary Club of Grand Cayman, among so many other things. My great uncle Warren Connolly was a national hero, also very prolific in the political realm, just among so many things. So the laundry list goes on and on. That is what I take with me in every room I walk into. I take with me such a heavy, strong, profound legacy. These are the shoulders upon which I stand. These are the people that paved the way before me, and for every Caymanian who is dreaming of a different kind of future that they might not have imagined for themselves. And so I bring that with me into every room. Every table that I have the fortune of sitting at, I bring with me that legacy, my Caymanian culture, the foundation of God within me, and knowing that my morals, my values, my spirit of excellence, and most of all, my kindness and my love that is woven within the fabric of Cayman culture all come with me. I take it seriously. It is an honor to represent Cayman, and it is truly my pleasure to be able to represent Cayman however I can, whenever I can, and to give a very small country a very big impact.
I'm Alyssa Gilbert, but in my creative practice, I go by Alyssa Janae. I'm originally from West Bay, Grand Cayman, and I have lived in London for about 7 years on and off. I am a creative director in fashion media and art media, and I have Cayman Heritage Guide and WIG. I was inspired to get into this role because I initially started my journey in fashion as a model, an aspiring model, and I gravitated towards styling and production. So I did my bachelor's course in university in fashion styling and production. That course eventually led me into the creative direction process on the production side, and I really fell in love with that. So I did my master's in creative direction for media, and I've kind of morphed that into WIG Studios and WIG Magazine and Cayman Heritage Guide. Representing Cayman means a lot to me because I feel like for WIC especially, there's not many Caymanians producing physical media on an international level, and I'm very proud to be like the vessel for a platform like that. And Cayman Heritage Guide, I think it was just a needed platform, and I felt like there was a missing piece that I kind of like could solve with that, and so that's kind of where that platform came from. Being Caymanian gives me a unique perspective. For Cayman Heritage Guide, there's not many heritage platforms out there on social media, and so it's attracted a lot of people from different islands that are seeking knowledge of Cayman, but we're struggling to find it, as well as Caymanians seeking knowledge of Cayman, and we're struggling to find it. And I think it has an even more unique benefit for WIC Studios because there's a lot of Caribbean media being put out there that isn't from people of the soil, and I think Cayman, me being Caymanian, gives me a very unique perspective on both being a person from the Caribbean but not necessarily living the exact life that I know other Caribbean islands live. And so I think I kind of balance that line between what is luxury and how can we get into the higher creative industries, but also I can connect with people because I'm from the same land that you're from and I relate a lot to you. And it makes people feel seen, which I'm proud to do.
All right, what an incredible showcase of Caymanian and Caribbean creativity. Whether through fashion, film, writing, or digital storytelling, these finalists are sharing our culture and our stories with the world. We do not envy the job of the Making Wave Awards judges at all. I don't, certainly.
This award will be presented by our recently crowned Miss Universe Cayman Islands, Juliana Myers.
And without further ado, the recipient of the Making Waves 2026 Arts, Culture, and Heritage Award is Grace Byers. Grace is unable to be with us tonight, but her sister, Miss Faith Brochet, will accept the award on her behalf, and she will also say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. My sister only told me 10 minutes ago that she was going to send me a speech, so I apologize and hope I do her justice. Okay. All right. To Caymanian Connection, the judges, the voters, and everyone who made tonight possible, thank you. I am deeply honored to receive the Making Waves Award for Arts, Culture, and Heritage. I'd like to give a special thank you to God, who upholds me every day, and to my family, my husband Trey, my mother Cheryl McCoy, and my sister and brother Faith and Jose Roches, and countless family members and friends who have always remained in my corner and whose shoulders I continue to stand on. I'd like to take a moment to recognize my fellow nominees Alyssa Gilbert, and Jawara Aline, it is an honor to stand alongside two Caymanians whose creativity and work continue to make their own beautiful mark on the world. I am proud to share this recognition with you, and congratulations to you both on all the ways you're changing the world, one Caymanian step at a time. No matter how far life has taken me, the Cayman Islands will always be my home. It is where I first learned about love, about community, about faith, about family, and about the power of knowing who you are. It is in my blood, my DNA. It is who I am. I have been blessed to tell stories on stages and screens, and to write words that have traveled into the hands and hearts of children all around the world. But to be recognized by the place that first gave me my own story means more to me than I can say. I hope that every Caymanian, especially every young Caymanian with a dream that feels bigger than our shores, knows that you can go out into this enormous world, make your mark, and still carry home with you wherever you go. Thank you for reminding me tonight that while I may be making waves around the world, the tide that carries me began in Cayman. I continue to be humbled by knowing that just as an eagle is uplifted by the winds of life, that I could not begin to fly or remain sustained without the Spirit of God. For that, Lord, I thank you. Thank you all once again for this prestigious award. I am truly honored. With all my love and gratitude, Grace. Thank you.
Thank you both for that. Oh yeah, thank you, Ms. Roches and Miss Universe Cayman Islands.
And of course, we want to thank and congratulate Alyssa Gilbert. Please keep doing what you're doing, Alyssa, wherever you are in the audience. I saw you earlier. Our stories and our heritage, of course, matters, and we need Caymanians like you helping to preserve them, share them, and of course, carry them forward. Next, we have the Health and Wellness Award, which is also being sponsored by the Ministry of Health, Environment, and Sustainability. This award celebrates those who embody health and wellness principles and leave a meaningful and lasting impression on those they care for. It is designed to champion innovators and pioneers in the field, those who have achieved tangible success, as well as those who have demonstrated an excellent commitment in the health and wellness sector. The two finalists in this category are Dr. Larissa Johnson and Dr. Rashida Smith-Webb.
Dr. Larissa Johnson is a Caymanian forensic psychologist whose work focuses on helping individuals, organizations, and communities better understand and respond to trauma. Based in the United Kingdom, Larissa combines clinical and forensic psychology with commitment to making mental health more accessible while continuing to support organizations and services here in the Cayman Islands.
Dr. Rashida Smith-Webb is a Caymanian epidemiologist whose research is helping to improve the health of mothers and babies through internationally recognized research into maternal and child health. Rashida is working to better understand pregnancy complications and health disparities and ultimately help improve outcomes for families and underserved communities. Let's now hear from our two Health and Wellness Award finalists.
Hi, my name is Dr. Larissa Johnson. I grew up in Town in Grand Cayman, although my family hails from Georgetown. I currently live in Newcastle in the UK, and I am a chartered forensic psychologist and the founder and clinical director of In Mind Psychological Services, which is a specialist psychology practice operating across the UK and UK overseas territories. What inspired me to get into this work? More so who, I would say my father. rest his soul. My father was a detective chief inspector in the RCIPS, and I had always had an interest in problem solving and puzzles, and I guess seeing him get to do that every day, I eventually just wanted to follow. I started out wanting to be a scenes of crime officer, crime scene investigator, and I ended up pivoting into forensic psychology, probably because I realized I wanted to work with the living a lot more and interact with people a lot more. And through my work in prisons, secure hospitals, community settings, I ended up coming face to face with a lot of complex trauma histories. So I found myself working with individuals who've lived most of their lives with a belief that they have very limited options and that the only options they had were ones that were potentially harmful to themselves or others. And so in the work that I do, I'm privileged in being in a position that I get to witness these individuals learn and engage in safer ways of being, seeing them learn to trust themselves and to trust the community around them. And on the other side of that, working with communities to help them trust these individuals that are leaving these institutions. And so I think what keeps me going is the hope that arises out of that and seeing people come to believe that they are deserving of a life worth living. I think that representing Cayman in what I do means representing what it means to be in community with other people. And I think in an era where we're becoming more individualistic, more capitalistic, I think there's a real need for community, more collectivist ways of being. And that's how I was raised in Cayman. I lean on you, you lean on me. There's no owing, there's no debt. That's just who we are. It's support, it's love, and it's integrity in the sense of being whole. So together we are whole. And I think that that shapes everything about the way that I work. There isn't just a me, it's always we. If I don't look out for you, you can't look out for them, and then the community falls apart. And I feel a deep human obligation to my fellow human beings, and I carry that into everything that I do. And I think bringing that to the table as a Caymanian also means I enter every room with a decolonial lens, because in the Caribbean we do have to reckon with having a history and legacy of colonization, and that legacy lives on in our court systems, in our prisons, in our workplaces, in how we relate to one another, and what we can access and what we believe we're allowed to access. And I think carrying that decolonial lens means I don't just look at the person in front of me, I look at the context that shaped them. So in my therapy work, that means I'm not pathologizing behavior that is actually a rational response to systemic harm. Or in my forensic work, that means I'm asking courts and parole boards to consider the full picture, not just what someone did, but also what was done to them and by what systems, over how long. And in my organizational work, that means asking institutions hard questions, like who does this organizational culture actually serve and who does it leave out? And I think that this lens is something I bring to this work that is deeply rooted in where I come from.
Hi, my name is Rashida Smith-Webb, and I am honored to be one of the nominees for the Cayman Connection Making Waves Awards 2026. I'm from West Bay in Cayman, but I currently live in the United States. I am a postdoctoral research associate in epidemiology, where my work focuses on addressing adverse birth outcomes. Specifically, my research includes identifying modifiable risk factors for congenital anomalies, examining patterns of maternal health exposures and behaviors during pregnancy, and investigating disparities in adverse birth outcomes such as hypertensive disorders of pregnancy and severe maternal morbidity. What inspired me to get into this research was a desire to understand why some people have worse birth outcomes than others and what we can do to change that. During my undergraduate studies, I developed a passion for public health after taking a course in virology that was taught by a professor with a public health background. And given my professor's background, there were a lot of real-world public health examples that were incorporated into the course, which increased my exposure to public health research and led me to pursue my Master of Public Health degree, where I continue to deepen my interest in maternal health research. I later went on to pursue my Doctor of Philosophy in Epidemiology, where I developed specialized knowledge and skills to continue addressing questions in perinatal epidemiology. What keeps me going is my passion and deep-rooted commitment to improve the lives of everyone given birth. Representing Cayman means carrying a deep sense of pride in where I come from and striving for excellence in everything that I do. It also means that Caymanians get to contribute to addressing pressing and urgent public health challenges, which I think is super important, and I'm so happy that I get to be a part of that. As a Caymanian, I bring passion, determination, discipline, and commitment to continue to move the field forward as it relates to maternal and child health research. These values continue to motivate me in all that I do, and I am so happy that I get to be a part of the change that I want to see in this world.
Two very different areas of healthcare, but one shared goal: improving lives. What remarkable work Dr. Johnson and Smith-Webb are doing through their research, expertise, and commitment to better health.
All right, with that said, we'd like to invite the Honorable Wayne Panton, Acting Minister for Health, Environment, and Sustainability, back to the stage for the presentation of this award sponsored by the ministry.
It's our pleasure to announce that the recipient of the Making Waves 2026 Health and Wellness Award is Dr. Larissa Johnson.
Dr. Larissa is unable to be here with us tonight, but her friend Teresita Da Silva will accept the award on her behalf.
Thank you, Mr. Panton and Mrs. Da Silva.
And to Rashida Smith-Webb's family, thank you for being here to represent her tonight. Please let Rashida know how proud we are to see a Caymanian contributing to such important work in maternal and child health, and of course using her research to help improve the lives of mothers and babies around the world. We wish her every success as she continues to make a difference in this field.
We now turn to the STEM Award, sponsored by CUC, a new Cayman Connection partner. Thank you, CUC. The CUC STEM Award celebrates excellence in leadership, advocacy, engagement, and the achievements of those within the fields of science, technology, engineering, or mathematics. This award is open to professionals and students who are making a real impact, demonstrating success and promoting growth in STEM. The finalists in this category are Ariel Mondesir, Leah Rivers, and Isabel Samuels. And can we just point out that these three finalists, three Caymanian women in STEM. What a wonderful, yes. What a wonderful reflection of the talent coming out of our small island.
Ariel Mondesir is building her expertise in neuroscience, tissue engineering, and regenerative medicine, exploring how science and innovation can actually improve lives. Alongside her work in STEM, she's also an entrepreneur, combining psychology, creativity, and personal branding to help others build confidence and to reach their full potential.
Leah Rivers is an environmental scientist whose work explores the connection between the health of people, animals, and the environment. Through research, public health, and science communication, she is working to make STEM more accessible while preparing for her career focused on public health and disease prevention.
Isabel Samuels is building a promising career in mechanical engineering. While studying at the University of Brighton, she secured a highly competitive industry placement with a UK utility company, gaining valuable real-world experience as she prepares for the future in the engineering field. Let's meet our three STEM Award finalists.
Mondesir. I am from West Bay, Grand Cayman, and I'm a neuroscientist currently studying and living in Manchester in the UK. I'm currently completing my master's in tissue engineering and regenerative medicine at the University of Manchester after receiving my first in my bachelor's of neuroscience last summer. My current research focuses on developing dynamic hydrogel models to model mechanical properties of breast tissue. And this work sits at the intersection of material science, physics, chemistry, cell biology, and disease physiology. I'm currently pre-med, applying to study medicine for 2027 entry, and alongside my research, I'm a professional stylist, creative director, and the founder of By Mondesir. I'm a strong advocate for interdisciplinary careers, particularly at the intersection of STEM and creativity. What inspired me to pursue a career in science has always been medicine. From a very young age, I knew I wanted to be a doctor, and if anyone who knew me knows that. What really shaped my path, however, was being mentored early on by clinical scientists, people who hold both research and clinical presence simultaneously. Seeing firsthand how bridging these two worlds directly impacts both innovation and patient care was huge for me, and I've been fortunate enough to gain surgical and clinical experience across the UK, Cayman, and East Africa. And those experiences really reinforced exactly why I want to contribute to medicine from both sides. Neuroscience, however, was where I found myself most intellectually engaged. And after 3 years studying the brain, its cellular organization, the precision of its regulatory mechanisms, and the complexity of what goes wrong in disease, I developed a deep appreciation for just how extraordinary it is as a system. It's a fascination that continues to be fueled every single day and has been the foundation for both my scientific and medical career. Representing Cayman in what I do means so very much to me. It means showing that where you come from doesn't determine the size of your ambitions, and as a Caymanian, I bring a particular kind of tenacity, I believe. Growing up here, you learn early to be resourceful and to build your own path. I didn't always have a clear roadmap for pursuing a career at the intersection of science, medicine, and creativity, but I had to seek those opportunities. I had to find those mentors and create my own way. But that process taught me that being from a small island is not a limitation. You have access to a very unique community that gives you a unique perspective. Cayman has given me a strong foundation that I carry into every laboratory, every clinical environment, and every room I enter internationally. What I hope to bring back is not just achievements, but the belief that careers in science, medicine, and innovation are possible for the next generation. I want young Caymanians to see opportunities they may not have imagined for themselves and to know that they belong in those spaces too. And this award reminds me exactly that being seen matters, and that's exactly why I'm committed to making sure the next generation of Caymanians in science feel seen too. Thank you so much for this recognition. It is an absolute honor to represent Cayman and to be part of a community that continues to make waves around the world.
Hello, my name is Leah Rivers and I'm from West Bay in the Cayman Islands. I lived in the UK for 4 years, gaining work experience alongside completing my bachelor's degree in Earth and Environmental Science. I recently returned home to the Cayman Islands where I am gaining experience within the Ministry of Health, Environment and Sustainability, supporting the Chief Medical Officer and the epidemiologist. My goal is to build a career that combines public health, environmental health, epidemiology, and science communication to help strengthen the health and well-being of our communities. What inspired me to pursue this field was realizing how closely human health, animal health, and environmental health are connected. Throughout my work experience and my studies, I became fascinated by the One Health framework and that curiosity led me to gain experience in science communication, biological research, public health, and environmental health. What keeps me going is knowing that science can make a real difference in people's lives when it is communicated well and used to solve practical problems. Whether I was working in the biology lab, analyzing health data, caring for animals, or leading science communication projects, every experience reinforced my belief that research only has its greatest impact when it reaches and benefits the community. Beyond research, I am passionate about making science engaging and accessible for young people, which led to the creation of science games and books because I want children to see science as exciting, relevant, and connected to their own lives and culture. Representing the Cayman Islands means carrying the values that shaped me wherever I go. Even while working and studying overseas, I always knew my goal was to return home and use what I had learned to serve my country. As a Caymanian, I believe I bring a strong work ethic, a genuine love for people, and a deep commitment to giving back to my community. Growing up in Cayman taught me the importance of looking out for one another, building meaningful relationships, and remembering that the greatest success is measured by the positive impact we have on others. It is an honor to be considered for the 2026 STEM Making Waves Award, and I am grateful for the opportunity to continue serving the Cayman Islands through public health, environmental health, and science communication.
Hi, my name is Isabel Samuels and I'm from Grand Cayman, Cayman Islands. I'm currently pursuing my bachelor's in mechanical engineering at University of Brighton, and I look forward to doing a placement year abroad as well at Utilligence Limited in Hayward Heath. I've had the opportunity over the last 4 years to work with CUC, and I'm currently working at Water Authority to get even more experience. Every challenge has taught me something new, and I know it's building me into the engineer I aspire to be, to just make an impact everywhere I go and bring the Caymanian excellence everywhere. Representing Cayman means representing home, and I want to make my country proud everywhere I go and in everything I do. Through hard work, discipline, and passion, I've shown myself that even coming from a small island, I can make a meaningful impact everywhere I go. What I bring to the table is the belief that your circumstances do not define your potential. I hope my journey inspires young engineers, especially young Caymanians, to believe in themselves and pursue their goals wherever they are in the world.
Wow, 3 Caymanian women pursuing 3 very different areas in STEM, and each one carving out their own path. It's exciting to see the talent, ambition, and potential of the next generation of Caymanian women in these fields.
We now invite Ms. Claire Stafford, member of the CUC executive team, and Mr. Cedric Worthman, CUC Director of Business Development, Engineering, and Planning, to join us on the stage for this presentation of this award.
And the recipient of the Making Waves 2026 CUC STEM Award is Leah Rivers. We're delighted to have Leah here with us tonight, so Leah, please join us on the stage to receive your award. Thank you, Mrs. Stafford and Mr. Warman, and congratulations, Leah.
We'd also like to acknowledge Ariel, who's here tonight with her family, as well as Isabel, whose family is here representing her. Ariel and Isabel, you're both building exciting paths in STEM, and of course we hope you'll keep pushing those boundaries and showing other young Caymanians what's really possible. We know your families are incredibly proud of you, and of course we are as well. Some just amazingly talented Caymanians. It's just
especially the women.
Wonderful.
Love to hear it.
Yeah.
So we've already heard some incredible stories this evening, and before we continue with our remaining award categories, we're going to change the pace up just a little bit.
We'd like to invite you to sit back and enjoy a special performance from Caymanian storyteller poet, visual artist, educator, and cultural practitioner, Nasaria Saku Shillette, who will share one of her creative pieces with us this evening, The Sinking of the Majestic. Please join us in welcoming her.
It's not. Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Well, I guess that you know if you see me coming on the stage, it's story time. This story, it is about the sinking of the Majestic, but it's really more about Caymanian resilience. And the story was told to me by Miss Daphne Orrit, and it was written by Priscilla Pucci, who's also an actress and a storyteller. And the story begins with a young boy, 12 years old, named Whitty. And Whitty wanted to go to sea. His mother didn't want him to leave. He was the last boy that she still had by her side. And she knew that going away to sea turned a boy into a man. And she was holding on to him. But somehow he managed to convince his Uncle Whitmore to take him with him on his next trip. And when they got down to the port to say farewell to Whitty and Whitmore, his mother looked at her uncle and she said, "Uncle Whitmore, bring back my boy." And he made that promise right there. And off they went with a little package of Johnny cakes in their pocket. Now, while they were on their journey, Uncle Whitmore tried to fill Whitty with every bit of knowledge that he had. He told them all about how to read the stars in the sky to navigate, about dead reckoning. He told them about how the Cayman ingenuity of why all the colors were chosen for the Cayman cat boat, because they weren't chosen by mistake or just because somebody thought those colors were cute. They were camouflage to make sure that the turtles and the fish couldn't see them coming. The blue looking like the sea, the white like the clouds, and the black like infinity. And he taught him everything he could. He told him every story that he knew. And along the way, Whitty is sitting carving a turtle decoy. Because when he got to the Mosquito Keys, his intention was to become the best turtler Cayman had ever seen. So when they got to the Mosquito Keys, they would drop different men off at different keys, and then they would have the cat boats there so that they could go out, fish, and come back, and then communicate with each other. And the big ship left. It would come back to get them when it was time for them to go home. And the first thing that Whitty did was to go out to the crawl, which for some of you who don't know, was a pen in the water where you would put the turtles that you caught, because you couldn't kill them because then they would rot, right? So you had to keep them alive until you were bringing them back home. And it's a pen in the water, and he got in there and got onto the turtle back and rode the turtles all the way down underneath and back up. Because that is one of the things that he had heard about before, and he wanted that experience, and he did that. He went fishing with them, he went turtling, he set out his decoy. Every single day was filled with learning and knowledge and honoring who he was as a young Caymanian man. Well, when they were just about to come back home, Uncle Whitmore looked up at the sky and he said, "A storm is coming." Now the rest of the men looked at him and said, "Whitmore, what storm you see? You don't see all the bright sunshine. What storm are you talking about?" And he said, "Mark my word, a storm is coming." And the Majestic was just coming to pick them up. Well, some of the men decided that if the storm came, they were going to ride it out on the Majestic. Whitmore looked at them, he said, "Y'all don't do that. Don't go on, this is a bad storm." But did they listen? No. Many of them got onto that ship. Some of them tied their catboats up into the mangroves. He and Whitty decided they would stay on the key. And he took his nephew and he found 2 tall coconut trees, and he had some Cayman thatch rope. And he said to him, Whitty, now listen to me and you listen good. You see that coconut tree? That coconut tree is going to bend, but she is not going to break. And he tied Whitty up in the top of one and tied himself up in the top of another. And he said to him, listen to me good. The winds are gonna come. They're gonna blow us from the top to the sand and back up into the other side. But you hold on and you pray, my boy. You hold on and you pray. And sure as he said, the storm came. And the 2 of them rode out that storm tied to those coconut trees. It beat them down on one side. And then the calm came and Whitty said, we made it through, we can come down now. And Whitmore said, no, you can't. Because now that's just the eye. She gonna beat us the other way. And true to his word, that's what happened. When the storm finally left and the calm returned to the quay, Whitmore looked out and all he saw was the debris of the ship and the turtles that they had packed on there to come home, strewn all over the quays. Some of the men survived who had been in the mangroves, and he and Whitty were alive. Another ship came and picked them up, and they came home. What a homecoming it was, because you imagine the people here not knowing if they had survived or not, if anybody would come home. And Whitmore stepped off of that boat, and he walked up to his niece, and he said to her, I have brought your boy home. I kept my promise. And she looked at her son, and she said, now, Whitty, I don't want to hear no more about going out to sea. You see what almost happened? And he looked at her, and he said, Mama, I going back out. I'm not a little boy anymore. I'm a man. And let me tell you something, that is a true story. It is a story of resilience. And the same way that all of you who are nominated tonight are making waves, you continue to do that just like Whitty did. And then when you make the waves, we'll hear it here when the conch shell blows. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nasaria Saku-Shalette, who for decades has been making waves of her own here at home and around the globe. And now we continue our journey through this year's Making Waves Awards as we meet the finalists in our next category, which is Tourism, Travel, and Hospitality, the award for that. The Tourism, Travel, and Hospitality Award rewards excellence from individuals in any sector within this broad industry bracket. This category, which is sponsored by the Ministry of Tourism and Trade Development, covers all markets from travel agencies to food and beverage services, transportation and entertainment services, and more. This year's finalists in the category are Inzaghi Bush and Jordi Rankin.
Inzaghi Bush is a young Caymanian who has taken his passion for aviation to the international stage. After leaving Cayman at just 18 to pursue flight training, he is now a first officer with Ryanair flying the Boeing 737 across the United Kingdom and Europe and building an impressive career in commercial aviation.
Jordi Rankin is a Caymanian chef and entrepreneur who continues to showcase Caymanian culinary talent at home and abroad. From competing on the Food Network's Chopped and serving as personal chef to Grammy Award-winning producer Timbaland, to launching his latest venture, El Monito Cafe in South Florida, Jordi continues to bring Caymanian creativity and hospitality wherever his career takes him. Jordi is certainly no stranger to the Making Waves Awards. He was a recipient back in 2023, and it's wonderful to see him continuing to make waves and once again being recognized for his achievements.
Now let's hear from our 2 Tourism, Travel, and Hospitality Award finalists.
My name is Inzaghi Bush. I'm from Town in Cayman. I currently live in Birmingham, England, where I work at Ryanair as an airline pilot. What inspired me to become a pilot was always admiring fellow Caymanian pilots that came before me, which made me believe that I could achieve this. At 13, I took my discovery flight with Mr. Walter Whitaker, which confirmed that aviation was the path I wanted to pursue. What keeps me going in this job is being able to see new places, meet new people, and keep doing the job that I've dreamt about since I was young. Representing Cayman means I get to showcase my country and my people's identity to other people from around the world. As a Caymanian, I bring professionalism, dedication, and a strong sense of responsibility.
Hi, my name is Jordy Rankin, and I am a Caymanian through and through. I was born in Georgetown, Grand Cayman, raised in West Bay, spent a little time in Prospect with the fam. Today, I live in Miami, Florida. I own and operate a small business called El Monito Cafe, which is a Latin Caribbean inspired coffee cart. Everything I do with El Monito is a representation of where I come from. Even though I live abroad, everything's rooted in who I am as a Caymanian. What inspired me to get into hospitality was my grandmother. She spent most of her life as a chef, and watching her taught me that hospitality isn't just about making great food. It's about making people feel welcomed, making people feel cared for and remembered. That lesson kind of became the foundation of my career as a chef and now entrepreneur, owner of El Monito Cafe. What keeps me going is knowing that every interaction is a chance to create the same feeling for someone else. So I really strive hard to not just be a kind person, but also extend the concept of hospitality outward. Representing Cayman means carrying the values I grew up with everywhere I go. It means treating people with warmth, respect, and generosity, always going the extra mile. All of the yada yada stuff that they tell you when you start working in a hotel or you start working and the feel of hospitality. But in general, I've kind of like took this as my life ethos, and I love to express how hospitality is a huge part of what makes me a Caymanian. As a chef, I was very proud of what I did and currently still do as a private chef. But now, as I venture into coffee, I represent that hospitality even more because I get to interact with people, I get to talk with people, and I'm not just kind of bound to the kitchen, you know. Whether I'm serving a cup of coffee or I'm cooking, I want people to leave with the experience that they'll remember, not just remember me, but remember what it feels like to be a human being, to feel kindness, to feel loved, to feel respected, you know. If they walk away feeling the kindness and care that Cayman is known for, then I know in my soul that I've represented my home well. And nothing can ever change that feeling of knowing how proud I am to be a Caymanian. And I'm telling you right now, one of the greatest things, the greatest compliments is to hear people say, wow, you're from the Cayman Islands? Dude, that is a beautiful country, especially people who know it, who've been there. I love hearing people say, wow, I remember going to the Cayman Islands and it was one of the greatest experiences I ever had. I've yet to have a bad review. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Wow. Well, you know, throughout this evening, I've stood here and listened with all of you who are sitting and watching, and I am just so in awe of the Caymanians that are making waves around the globe and here at home. So from the skies over Europe to the culinary world, Inzaghi and Jordan are just two great examples of Caymanians that are taking our talent and our trademark Caymanian hospitality out to the world.
Here to present the Tourism, Travel and Hospitality Award on behalf of the Ministry of Tourism and Trade Development is Acting Minister of Tourism and Trade Development, Mrs. Heather Bottom. Acting Minister Bottom, please join us on the stage.
And the recipient of the Making Waves 2026 Tourism and Travel and Hospitality Award is none other than Inzaghi Bush.
Inzaghi is flying the friendly skies somewhere over Europe and cannot be here. However, his parents are here and his father, Elvis Bush, will accept the award on Inzaghi's behalf.
Thank you, Acting Minister Bodden and Mr. Bush. And of course, congratulations to Geordie Rankin on being recognized once again among our Making Waves finalists. Geordie, we're sorry that you couldn't be here with us tonight, but we're cheering you on from home. And of course, next time I am in Miami, I'm going to your...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will be there. I'll be joining
Gotta
you.
support.
The Maple Group Finance, Legal, and Professional Service Award is our next presentation. This award is aimed at individuals who have proven record of exceeding client or business expectations, are innovative in their approach to problem solving, and have robust and resilient professional strategy in their field. The award also shines on a spotlight the most impressive achievements by professionals in these fields. This year's finalists in the category are Sean Fraser, Tom McCollum, and Siobhan Mitchell.
Sean Fraser is a Caymanian attorney and entrepreneur who's built a successful legal career following an equally impressive career in sport. A three-time Olympian, Sean is now the founder of Fraser Immigration Law in Miami, where he helps clients navigate complex U.S. immigration matters.
Tom McCollum is a Caymanian leadership coach who draws on decades of experience to help CEOs, senior executives, and organizations around the world become stronger and more effective leaders. He has also launched an AI-powered mentoring platform designed to make leadership guidance more accessible.
Siobhan Mitchell has built a successful career in legal operations with some of the United Kingdom's leading international law firms. Through her leadership, she's helping to improve organizational systems while creating workplaces where people feel valued, supported, and able to succeed. We don't have a video from Sean this evening, unfortunately, but we're excited to hear from Tom and Siobhan.
Hi, my name is Tom McCallum. I'm from Georgetown and now live in London, England. My heritage is originally from Scotland, and more specifically, the Isle of Lewis in the Outer Hebrides, a remote and tight-knit place of some 20,000 people, where it seems everybody is a member of your extended family. So, when I moved to the Cayman of 1989 with only 32,000 people, I immediately loved that feeling of being tight-knit and settled in well. In fact, some of the people I met as I settled in remain close friends nearly 37 years later. I'm now at the stage, and my friends are at the stage, where we have not only stories and experiences that run deep, but we get to take pride in seeing the achievements of each other's children, some of whom I've got to know more through Cayman Connection when they became students, and then for some of those, continue to build their lives and careers overseas. What do? I work with brave CEOs looking to be supported as they lead massive change. Over time, my work developed so that mostly I work with large corporations overseas. That ultimately had me move away from Cayman to London, but I'm often back home, and that's where I always feel most calm and at peace. Besides the formality of work or a job description, though, I'm all about supporting and hopefully sometimes inspiring people to see and then reach their potential. Nothing energizes me more than seeing the light in people's eyes when they recognize their own potential and are inspired to realize that. My drive for what I call making potential possible very much extends to helping Cayman and Caymanians. We are a special people, yet for many reasons, sometimes we don't fully recognize the potential we have inside and what each of us can achieve for ourselves and our island home. My belief in our people has led me to build so much of my life and work around supporting others, whether as a business leader or in my involvement in sports in Cayman, first as an athlete, then a coach, a governing body leader, and closest of all to my heart, as a dedicated sport parent to my 3 sons, each of whom has made their family and Cayman proud, representing the islands internationally. As you can tell, I am devoted to Cayman. So, living in London, I'm a vocal ambassador and advocate for Cayman. I do a lot more, though you won't see much of it, as I do most of my work quietly behind the scenes, helping and seeking to elevate the work of others. For these Making Waves Awards, I am honored to be nominated and to record these thoughts. Recognition for me would simply be if some that hear these words are among those I've supported over the decades, and that hearing from me brings a smile to their face. Thank you once again for the nomination.
My name is Siobhan Mitchell, and I'm from the District of Bordentown in Grand Cayman. For the past 8 years, I have lived in London, where I work as a division assistant and legal operations lead at Mishkondaria. What inspired me to get into this line of work is that I've always enjoyed the legal profession and the fast-paced environment and opportunities that it offers. After more than 15 years in the legal sector, I still find it incredibly rewarding. I'm also a people person, so being in a role where I can combine my experience with supporting others feels like the perfect fit. What motivates me most is being able to support others, whether that's by managing a team, helping people to achieve their career goals, or working through challenges together. Seeing others grow and succeed is one of the most fulfilling parts of my job. I also enjoy getting involved in different committees and boards where I can contribute ideas, help shape decisions, and be a part of meaningful, positive change. I would like to think that as a Caymanian working in London, I bring with me our spirit of Cayman kindness, even 1,000 miles away. I try to approach every person and every opportunity with kindness, positivity, and a smile. And it also always gets me recognized. I want to believe that my Caymanian background brings a unique perspective to discussions, allowing me to contribute fresh ideas while embracing different viewpoints and cultures. No matter where I am in the world, I'm proud to represent the Cayman Islands and the values and morals that have shaped who I am today.
From law and entrepreneurship to leadership development and legal operations, our 3 finalists are making their mark in very different areas of professional world, a great reflection of Caymanian talent succeeding overseas.
We'd like to invite Mr. Christopher Catwell, partner at Maples Group, to the stage to present this award.
The recipient of the Making Waves 2026 Maples Group Financial, Legal, and Professional Service Award is Siobhan Mitchell.
Siobhan is unable to be here tonight with us, but her brother, Mr. Shaquille Morgan, will accept the award on her behalf, and he'll also say a few words. Actually, it looks like there's someone else coming. Her mom. Oh, okay. We'll take mom.
My daughter sent me a speech, so I'm going to read it here now. Good evening, everyone. It is such an honor to accept this award on behalf of my daughter, Siobhan. Although she couldn't be here tonight, I know how incredibly proud and grateful she would be to receive this recognition. Siobhan has worked incredibly hard throughout her career, building her experience in the legal sector, both in Grand Cayman and for the past 8 years in London. For her, success has never been only about achieving professionally. It has also been about helping others grow, creating positive workplaces, and making a difference wherever she can. As her mother, I have watched her work hard, overcome challenges, and continue to push herself to achieve more. I know how much this recognition of her career and achievement means to her. She is also incredibly proud to be Caymanian, and it means a great deal to her to be recognized among so many talented Caymanians making their mark overseas. On her behalf, I would like to sincerely thank Cayman Connection, the judges, and the sponsors of the Making Waves Awards for this wonderful honor. Siobhan is privileged to be a part of such an inspiring group of Caymanians making waves wherever they go. Thank you so much.
Don't just take your time going down the stairs here.
Thank you so much, Mr. Capewell and Siobhan's mom.
And congratulations as well to our other finalists, John Fraser and Tom McCallum. Their very different career journeys are a wonderful reminder of the breadth of Caymanian talent that's making an impact in the professional world. We wish them both continued success.
All right, we have 2 more categories to present and then the announcement of the People's Choice Award. So stay with us, ladies and gentlemen. We've got some more exciting stuff coming.
The next award is the Making Waves Sports Award, sponsored by the Ministry of Youth, Sports, Culture, and Heritage. The Sports Award has been developed to spotlight the achievements of amateur and professional athletes, as well as coaches and trainers that continue to promote Cayman's rich sports legacy whilst living or working abroad. The finalists in this category are Karthik Adapa, Vanji Ramjeet, and Gunnar Studenhoff.
Karthik Adapa is a Caymanian gymnast who continues to represent our island at major competitions around the world, most recently making his 4th appearance at the Pan American Artist Gymnastic Championship in Brazil. In 2025, he made history at the NatWest International Island Games, winning 6 gold medals, including the all-round title, and helping secure Cayman's first ever gymnastic gold medal.
Vanji Ramjeet is a world champion jet ski racer who's established himself amongst the top competitors in his sport. The 2025 IJSBA World Champion, Vanji combines elite competition with his technical expertise in building high-performance racing jet skis, while also mentoring the next generation of Caymanian racers.
Gunnar Studenhoff is taking Caymanian football to the professional stage, now playing professionally with Phoenix Rising FC in Arizona, while continuing to represent the Cayman Islands national team. Gunnar is showing young Caymanian footballers that it is possible to take their talent from our local pitches to the international professional games. We don't have a video of Vanji this evening, but let's meet Karthik and Gunnar.
My name is Karthik Adapa. I'm coming from Georgetown, and I'm currently in the University of Nottingham studying architectural environment engineering. What inspired me to get into gymnastics was my own self-improvement. Seeing myself go from one stage to a next stage, just from drilling and keeping up with it and putting in the work, putting in the hours, seeing that all pay off is so rewarding. And especially with something like gymnastics, when I'm finally able to get that landing, or when I'm able to reach that number I haven't been able to get to before, it's just so rewarding. And that's definitely what inspired me to get into gymnastics. What's keeping me going though is the opportunity to be able to compete for the country. That is huge. I mean, being able to represent the island in bigger and bigger comps. Worlds last year was so major for me. It's definitely what keeps me going. It's a big motivation, is that opportunity. What representing Cayman means to me is that I have another opportunity to represent my community. That's Cayman Gymnastics back home. When I go out there, I'm representing them. I'm wearing the crest on my chest for them. And not only that, but I want to be able to prove that Cayman has a place on the international stage when it comes to gymnastics. And so yeah, that's what it means to me. Whenever I go to those international competitions, that's what's on my mind. That's who I know I'm representing. What I bring to the table as a Caymanian is resilience and kind of a new approach to competition, I feel like. Coming from a smaller nation, I feel like the people aren't looking at me as much. And that kind of weight off of my back, that pressure that I'm not having, kind of makes me approach things differently when it comes to competition. I'm there to represent me and my people. I'm not there to represent anything major at the competition. I'm just there to have fun and do my best and get better and better.
Hi, my name is Gunnar Stoonhoff. I'm from the Cayman Islands. I currently reside in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm a professional football player. What inspired me to get into this line of work was from a young age being exposed to the football community and being able to interact with coaches in the youth programs to get me involved in the sport. And what keeps me going is myself, knowing that I can achieve big things in this sport, as well as my mother, my family, and my friends in the community of the Cayman Islands. What it means to represent Cayman and what I do is that I'm able to perform and play in the highest level and represent my country while doing so. Representing the coaches, the people and the players from my national team and my family. And I get to inspire the kids in the Cayman Islands and show them that through hard work and perseverance that you can achieve anything you put your mind to. And I think that's what I bring to the table as well as a Caymanian, is that with hard work and believing in who you are, no matter where you're from, you can achieve anything you want to do. And again, I want to thank the community of the Cayman Islands, as well as Making Waves Cayman, for selecting me as a finalist for this award. Truly honored and blessed, and I'll continue to do my best to represent the Cayman Islands on the highest stage and keep excelling through the ranks to my best ability. Thank you.
From gymnastics and jet ski racing to professional football, what an incredible range of sporting talent we have here tonight. All three of these athletes are showing just how far Caymanian determination, discipline, and talent can actually take you.
We now invite Ms. Charlotte Webster, recipient of the 2024 Making Waves Sports Award, to the stage to present this award.
And the recipient of the Making Waves 2026 Sports Award is none other than Gunnar Studenhoff.
Unfortunately, Gunnar cannot be here with us tonight, but his mother, Jewel, and his brother, Callahan, are here, and Callahan will accept the award on Gunnar's behalf and maybe say a few words.
Hello, good night, everybody. I'd just like to say a couple words on behalf of my brother, since he's not here. I'd like to first say thank you to Cayman Connection, its organizers, judges, and the many behind the scenes who made it possible on behalf of my brother Gunnar. To receive this award is an honor he does not take lightly, and if he were here, I'm sure he would say what it means to be able to be recognized by a Caymanian organization. Being someone who took destiny into his own hands, Gunnar has made it his mission to trailblaze a path no one had carved out, to show Caymanians that the environment around us and our personal struggles and hurdles are what develops our identity, and when we pursue our dreams while showing character, it's what makes us Caymanians stand out on the global stage. Our personality, dialect, and sense of humor is undeniable, and when we stand in our purpose, people gravitate to our stories, because when big waves are made from someone from a small place, people take notice. His footballing ability is a gift that he carries with immense pride, especially when representing his nation and at his club. He shows the morals and values instilled by his community back home and shining that light onto those he comes across in his profession. Thank you, guys.
Congratulations once again to Gunnar, and thank you, Charlotte and Calhan. We also want to take a moment to recognize Karthik, whose family is here with us tonight, from his historic medal haul at the Island Games to returning from injury to once again compete internationally. Karthik continues to show tremendous talent, resilience, and determination. Karthik, although you couldn't be here tonight, we hope you know just how proud the Cayman Islands is of you as you continue to achieve your goals.
And we also like to congratulate Vanjie Ramjeet, whose success in international jet skiing race continues to put Cayman on the world stage. Vanjie, we're so proud to see a Caymanian competing and succeeding on such a high level, and we wish you continued success. The next award for the night is the Making Waves Education Award, sponsored by the Ministry of Education and Training. This award celebrates the contribution and the achievements of those in roles that have not only improved the quality of education, but also enriched the lives of students. The three finalists in this category are Bella Alvarez, Tiffany Jeremiah, and Rachel Nelson.
Bella Alvarez is excelling while also making a difference in the lives of her fellow students. Studying business management and human resources at Nottingham Trent University, Bella has taken on numerous leadership and mentoring roles and was recently recognized with 2 university awards for going above and beyond in supporting others.
Tiffany Jeremiah is a Caymanian educator who has taught and is led in classrooms both home and overseas. Now teaching in Wisconsin, Tiffany is passionate about helping young people develop a love of learning and has guided her mathematics students to impressive results external competitors.
Rachel Nelson is a Caymanian educator who's committed to creating supportive, talent-centered learning environments, student-centered learning environments, rather, from serving as a Peace Corps volunteer in Fiji to her current work teaching military-connected students. Rachel has dedicated her career to helping young people feel supported, encouraged, and able to reach their potential. Let's now hear from our 3 finalists.
Hi, my name is Bella Alvarez. I'm originally from Grand Cayman. I'm currently a final year student at Nottingham Trent University in the UK, and I'm studying business management and human resources. What inspired me to pursue my studies was the desire to understand how organizations, policies, and leadership can create meaningful change in people's lives. From an early age, I've been passionate about public service and the future development of the Cayman Islands. My academic interest particularly focuses on human resources, organizational development, equity and inclusion, and the role that effective policy can play in creating positive outcomes for communities. What keeps me motivated is the belief that good leadership and well-designed policies can make a real difference. I hope to contribute to initiatives that expand opportunities for Caymanians, strengthen organizations, and support long-term sustainable development in our islands. Representing Cayman means carrying the values of our community with me wherever I go. Although I study overseas, Cayman remains at the center of everything I do and the reason behind many of my ambitions. As a Caymanian, I believe I bring a strong sense of community, resilience, and responsibility. I'm passionate about shaping the future where Cayman continues to prosper and grow while preserving our culture, identity, and values that make our islands unique. I hope that by pursuing higher education and developing my skills abroad, that I can bring back experience, knowledge, and new perspectives that can contribute to the continued success of the Cayman Islands and its people. I'm incredibly grateful to Cayman Connection for this recognition and honored to be shortlisted alongside so many inspiring Caymanians. Thank you for celebrating the achievements of Caymanians around the world.
Hi, my name is Tiffany Jeremiah. I'm from Georgetown. I live in Green Bay, Wisconsin, where I work as a middle school Christian school math teacher. What inspires teaching kids? Particularly, I love when you can work with a student when they're struggling in a particular math concept, and you can see they go from frustration of, I can't get this, to, oh, I finally get that, and the satisfaction they have in working through a problem and then getting it right. I had experience before I went to college working in my church's VBS or just volunteering in different classrooms. So that really helped solidify what I wanted to do, and knowing that teaching math was my passion. What keeps me going is just seeing that accomplishment that students get when they can finally grasp a math concept, and just knowing that you are investing into the future and you are investing into these kids more than just learning mathematical concepts or whatever concepts I'm teaching, but you're teaching them how to be a good person, how to develop skills that will help them for the rest of their lives. Representing Cayman to me means bringing that Cayman kind feel to Green Bay, Wisconsin, or wherever I may be. I also live in a place where there's not a lot of Caribbean diversity, and so I get to these kids get to experience my culture, and I'm constantly bringing new information or pictures of Cayman every time I visit, and they learn so much just by having a teacher who's from a different culture. As a Caymanian living and working abroad, I feel like I bring a unique vision and view to the people that I work with, or even just my students. A lot of times I can relate to something that we have in Cayman. It's just slightly different in the US, and I can connect that. And I think students get to experience a love for other cultures, other people groups that they may not get experience. And definitely I'm always pitching Cayman as a tourist destination, so a lot of them say that they will come to visit and they'll get to see Cayman just because they know they have a teacher that is from Cayman.
Hi, my name is Rachel Nelson, and I was born in Georgetown, Grand Cayman, although my family comes from Cayman Brac. I am currently living and working in Okinawa, Japan as a first grade teacher. When I think about what inspired me to go into the classroom, the first person that comes to mind is my grandmother, Mexian Grant. She started out as a teacher in Cayman Brac and had a long career in education. And she is a role model for me in more ways than one. So when it came time to decide how I wanted to leave my mark on the world, she is someone that I drew major inspiration from. I know that if I can be half the person that she is, or even half the educator that she was, then I will have done something great during my time here. So she's a major source of inspiration for me. On a day-to-day basis, what keeps me going is knowing that I have this incredible opportunity to form meaningful relationships with my students and their families. I know that I have an incredible responsibility to model what it means to be a good person, and to make sure that my students know that they always have someone in their corner. I take that responsibility extremely seriously, and it's something that makes me very proud of the work that I do. When I think about how I embody what it means to be a Caymanian in my day-to-day work, I think about the kindness that I bring, the work ethic that I not only have, but also that I help instill in my students. I think about the dedication that I have, and I think all of those things come from my experience as a Caymanian. I think that it is an incredible privilege for us that we come from a place where kindness is the norm, and that might sound so basic, but having the opportunity to work in other parts of the world, it's something that I've really learned to not take for granted. I think that our culture is one of the kindest, most welcoming cultures, and that when we go into other parts of the world and we extend what it means to be Caymanian into the work that we do, I think that that leaves a lasting impact as well. So I am so proud to come from Cayman and so thankful for the opportunity to be a Caymanian who is in education. I genuinely believe that if we want to make any change in the world, the first and most important step is education. And I think that the only way that you can be successful in education is to bring extreme kindness, to get to know your students, to get to know their families, and to make the connections that they will take with them for the rest of their lives. And so I feel very grateful for all of the opportunities that I've had to blend my worlds together, and I think that that is what makes me the teacher that I am. And I have Cayman to thank for that, so thank you.
What a wonderful reminder that education is about so much more than what happens in the classroom. Whether through teaching, mentoring, or simply creating opportunities for others to succeed, Bella, Tiffany, and Rachel are helping to shape and inspire the next generation.
We'd like to now invite Minister the Honorable Michael Miles to present this award.
The Making Waves 2026 Education Award goes to Tiffany Jeremiah.
We're so happy that Tiffany is here with us this evening. Tiffany, please join us on stage. And Tiffany will now say a few words.
It is my privilege to accept this honor tonight, so I want to thank the Making Waves, Cayman Connection and the Making Waves judges for considering me for this role. I do not take it lightly. I believe it is a great honor to be recognized and also to be chosen for this award. I also want to thank the Cayman Islands government for just helping me pursue my passion of education. I was able to get my bachelor's and my master's through a scholarship from the Ministry of Education. And so investing into Cayman youth education has really, really helped and paved the way for so many people who probably could not have afforded to travel overseas and pay for education overseas. And so I want to thank the Ministry of Education for that. I also want to thank my church family and my school, my work family in Green Bay, Wisconsin, Bay City Christian School, for helping me be very supported, being thousands of miles away from home, but always caring about, well, what's Cayman like? I heard there's a hurricane. Is your family okay? So I really do appreciate that, and I really do thank everyone that's here tonight, and I really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Congratulations again, Tiffany, and thank you, Minister Miles. Before we move on, we also want to acknowledge our other two education finalists. Bella, we're so pleased that you and your family could be with us here tonight. Your academic achievements are impressive, but equally remarkable is the way you've chosen to use your time and talents to support and encourage other students. Keep leading, keep learning, and keep making Cayman proud.
And to Rachel's family, thank you for being here to represent her tonight as well. Rachel spoke so beautifully, and about the inspiration of her grandmother, Mexianne Grant, a lifelong educator whose legacy clearly continues through Rachel and the young people whose lives she's now touching. Please let Rachel know how proud we are of the work that she's doing. And we're on to the final award of the evening, the People's Choice Award. Earlier, we told you about a very special addition to this year's Making Waves Awards, our first ever People's Choice Award.
And what an incredible response we received. In the very first year of launching this award, more than 2,800 votes were cast for our shortlist finalists. A wonderful show of support from family, friends, and supporters, both here in the Cayman Islands and around the world.
This award was put entirely in the hands of you, the public. You voted, showed your support, and now it's time to find out who you've chosen.
This award will be presented by Making Waves Award Judge Sherry Ebanks. Please join us.
And the winner of the inaugural Making Waves People's Choice Award is Karthik Adapa.
As we mentioned, Karthik is not here, but his family is with us, and his brother Kashim will accept the award on his behalf.
Krishna?
Woo!
Congratulations to Karthik.
And there you have it, folks, our 2026 Making Waves awardees. Let's give them all a big round of applause.
Don't move just yet, though. Our last item of business tonight is a prize draw that we told you about earlier tonight. So we have a large pool of nominations, as most of you may know, for this year's award. You may have seen all of the pictures of everyone. Thank you to everyone who actually submitted a nomination. Tonight, we'll draw one of those nominators' names, and that person will win, as I mentioned earlier, a Cayman Airways travel voucher. I think there's a basket somewhere.
Yeah, so we would like to call on our Cayman Connection UK Student Ambassador, Louis Ching, to do the honors. Louis has been busy off to the side assisting with the presentation of our awards throughout the evening, so thank you, Louis, for all your help. I'm gonna pick.
All right.
Let's see.
Gotta mix it all up now, shake it up a little bit. And the winner of the Cayman Airways travel voucher is Tony Edwards.
Woo.
Congratulations.
So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time this evening. A special thank you to our generous sponsors, without them whom this would have not been possible. The Ministry of Tourism and Trade Development, the Ministry of Health, Environment and Sustainability, the Ministry of Youth, Sports, Culture and Heritage, the Ministry of Education and Training, Maples Group, CUC, RBC Royal Bank Limited, and Radio Cayman. We also extend our gratitude to
Horatio
Esteban, thank you, who created the beautiful awards. I don't know if you guys have seen them, but they are stunning. David Goodar Photography and Cayman Spaces for video production services. Diego at Las Tortugas Catering and Cayman Spirits for the Blue Wave Cocktail.
Thank you to the management and staff of the Cayman National Cultural Foundation for the use of this lovely space and theater, and of course their hospitality. Please take a moment to throw any trash that you may have in the bins provided. Please, 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 we ask you. Just take a moment, it takes a quick second. Thank you to all of the volunteers for your assistance tonight. Couldn't have been done without you. The finalists who were able to attend, and to you, our audience, both here in the theater and of course those watching online, for taking the time to be with us. Finally, we'd like to ask all of the award recipients or their respective representatives to come on the stage for a group photo.
Thank you and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Have a great one. Be safe, everyone. Thank you again.
Where did that go?
There.
think we did.
Recipients and representatives, please come on stage for a group photo. Recipients of the awards and